this right here. Okay, let me get this piece of beautiful material out of the way so I can show you some other magic. Let's see what we can do with this baby. This is Boca Raton, Florida. This is a very exclusive area, so you don't want to make a mess. See, they even have Home Depot there for workers like us when we come. We gotta get our supplies. It's like when you apply all the solvent is a waterless chemical. Just so you know, take the magic out of that word. Because when you dry clean something, you're just cleaning it. You're cleaning the liquid, but it's waterless. Okay, that's why it dries so fast. So when you put rubbing alcohol on your skin, you feel it cool. It's because it's evaporating. Strong is because it penetrates into the pores. It's so soluble of the solvent that it penetrates into the tiniest of holes in the concrete. And then when you do put a few coats on there, nothing else can get into those crevices. It's called a on Satio or just a travertine or Saturnia, they call it a penetrating sealer. Yeah, they just call it a high solvent, but names are names. Name is something else in Spanish. Can't eat it already. Go over there in the agua. I mean water. See, that's how it's going to look like sealed. Stabilize that baby. This I went over originally. Whenever you're using acid stains, you want to always put down the lightest color first, because if you put down the dark stain first, the light might not show up on top of it. So put down. I'm sorry, yeah, so put down the light color and then go over it with the darker. So what I did was I put down English leather, and I put down the Italian leather, I'm sorry, which is more of a terracotta type look to it. And then I went a few coats, and then bricks with the English leather, and then I grabbed it with real sanded grout, but it was kind of like it was a color called linen, and just the contrast made it look like almost like white, just because of the difference. You know what? I'm actually, because I can see, I don't like the way the grout is like a splotchy. This sample's been sitting for a week. I don't recommend doing that without sealing it, but it has been. So what I'm going to do is, just like this one right here, I want a little more uniformity out of the ground, which is just a high grade, a Portland type cement, material, cementous material. So what I'm going to do is, this isn't textbook, but remember, the face of the stones are already sealed and colored. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get a little more uniformity out of the outlines. I'm going to do that. But what's a little bit of a pain in the ass about the acid stain, it's not going to happen instantaneously, because like I said, it takes time to actually react with the cement. It reacts with supposedly the lime in there. It's an acid that reacts with that, and that's what gives it the beautiful mottled, like variegated look they call it. It's not, you don't see it so much on here because this is a fresh, fresh, clean cement. If it was on a garage floor or a pour that was like a year or two old, you would see more of the variegated look. But this look right here is unbelievable. And I can see it looks like maybe some of the grout, like haze, wasn't all the way perfectly clean over here. So I'm going to go over this, and I believe I can make this look a little bit better. And then when I seal it, it'll just come together nice. And I'll throw this video away. Hide the evidence. Alright. Yeah, that's good. Luckily, I can see that it's having an effect. One of the things that some of the manufacturers tell you to do is when you want to see if you have a good surface is to drip some of the muriatic acid on the concrete to see if it fizzles and makes a little fizzing sound. Or not sound, but action. And if it does, that means the surface is porous enough to take an overlay, to absorb color and clean and so forth. But I can see, that's happening in there. I did the same magic trick to all of them, just because of the situation where the samples were getting the grout was light, it was getting soiled, and I wasn't happy with it. So, good. Alright. Hopefully you see this, Keith. Working diligently. And it really off Dixie. In beautiful Palm Beach. Take care of that right now. This bag right here is called Tawny Brown. Nice color, man. It doesn't. It looks a little bit like a little bit of a dark shade of travertine. Can't wait to do that. Make like some travertine looking stones with it. That's what I'm gonna do. And if you're lucky, I'll put it on the what light left for you to see. This is what's called random stone. I cut this out with a cutting tool. The do that after flashes, after I walk on it, before I color it. When it's soft enough for me to cut into it without denting it with my fat ass on the concrete, that's when I score the stone shapes in it. And I don't know what rate, but I can blaze out a driveway in an hour and a half nicely with rounded edges and everything on the stones. But then you have to let it dry all the way bone dry before you blow it off, sweep it off. You may sometimes need to use a rubbing stone or a scraper, whatever the case may be, to get any pieces of hardened concrete, cementous material off there, because you're dealing with the bonding agent, and then you're mixing up Portland cement with a resin. It's not just Portland cement, there's other silicas and other additives in it, but it's 6,200 psi, so it's like twice the strength of a typical sidewalk or driveway. It's like 3,000 psi. So it's very strong. And one of the things that makes this product so unbelievable and so strong is, if you've been to Home Depot, which I'm sure you have, but you probably didn't notice, they have Lanco resin. It's white. Then they have another bottle right next to it that's blue. And the reason the bottle is blue is so the code enforcement inspector can see if the repair, say, was on a bridge or something that's structural, has to be structurally sound. Did they use the resin? And it's blue. And when you hit it with a fluorescent light, it lights up. And so you'll know. And it won't pass code if it doesn't. Yes, using my special trick to even out the round color. That is true. This, seal it, seal that, seal that, seal that, and then take a few of these with me and go right to people's door, knock on it, and let them know the good news. And I'm going to save them a fortune on getting their driveway done, but I'm still going to